Very good morning, sir. Very good morning, sir.
So,
So, as it is told, today we are having a live webinar on Be Safe, Ride Safe. And today we are having a very respected Mr. Subramanian N Shastry, who is the Director of National Road Safety Organization, Kerala. He is the Director in Institute of Amateur Radio in Kerala, the Coordinator of Ham Radio Emergency Network, Kochi, member in Kerala State Disaster Management Authority, member in Ernakulam District Disaster Management Authority. He has held positions as faculty in banking in Amity University, Mumbai. He is a faculty in core banking solution, NIIT, Delhi. His recent activities are, he has provided ham radio communication in Kerala floods during 2018, and he has provided ham radio communication as NC during this COVID-19. He has received award from DXCC ARRL, that is Amateur Radio Premium League, USA. He has worked in almost all countries and in all continents. His subject expertism is in radio, HF, VHF, UH, satellite communication, core banking, road safety awareness, disaster management, emergency communication. He is a multi-talented person with a bunch of positivity. Sir, we are very happy to have you here as a speaker. On behalf of Vedavyasa Institute of Technology and Department of Science and Humanities, I cordially invite Subramanian sir to take over the session. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Nimi, and welcome all participants to the Vedavyasa Institute of Technology. And I'm representing the National Road Safety Organization. And today we'll be talking about your role in the welcome to National Road Safety Awareness Program. And National Road Safety Organization is having a base in Bangalore, and they have got branches in almost all the parts of the India. Today I'm representing from Kerala and have a program on you with the Road Safety Club of Vedavyasa Institute of Technology, ensure safety for future. Before starting, our practice that we'll have a pledge also. So I request everybody to look at the screen and tell the pledge also at your end.
Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I request all the participants to mute the audio, and you can also repeat it. I request all the participants to unmute the audio, and you can also repeat the oath. Okay?
Unmute.
Okay, sir. You can continue, sir.
Yeah,
I
Kumar,
your name.
In the name of my God.
You can tell and
I, son of daughter of Avtar Singh, in the name of my God,
in the name
swear
of
that
my
I will
God,
follow and obey
swear
government
that
rules and regulations
follow
for my
and obey
safety and safety of
rules
other road
and
users.
regulations
Also, I will educate others on road safety.
safety and safe of other road users.
Also, I will educate others on road safety.
Okay.
I hope everybody has read it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Go to the next screen.
Okay.
So today, National Road Safety Organization is very happy to have associated with the Vedavyasa Institute of Technology for their road and safety club. And I, being the director of NRSO Kerala, I welcome all people, and we are doing a lot of programs in connection with the Kerala Police and Government of Kerala. Today, the topics what we are going to cover is of general road safety. You know what is a general road safety, because you are all young youth knowing about the aspect of the road safety, and we'll be discussing also about some of the traffic mandatory signals which we are going to see in our daily life. We may be crossing some roads. Nowadays, traffic signals are must, and you can see the traffic boards also there, and destination boards, milestone boards, where the road leads to you, a different path, national highways, district highways, all these things you will be seeing by the signals. And we'll be also covering what is the COVID-19 impact on the road safety. How important is the road safety on COVID-19? So what are the precautions as a road safety user, as a driver or as a vehicle owner, I should take it? And we'll be taking, where suppose an accident is occurring, what as a volunteer of the Vedavyasa Institute of Road Safety Club, what will be my role? What I should do as a volunteer? What I should do as an individual or a youth, or what I can do. So the information we are passing to you, because this will be useful to you when you see an accident, what is happening. We don't want you directly involve all the things, but you should know what are the accidental procedures. So whether we can also come with the accident, we can also be a victim of an accident, or we may be a driver in an accident also. So we are trying to tell you what are the impacts for a volunteer to understand what is an accident. Then there is a motor vehicle case. Suppose a motor vehicle is hit somewhere, the police will be charging a FIR, and in which court will be taken to you, what is the procedure about that. Then there will be, suppose in case of a death of a victim, there will be motor vehicle tribunal claim. There is a court called motor vehicle tribunal. That tribunal will take the cases from the lower court of the first class or second class magistrate courts for the claim of the victims. And we will have some case study of the thing, which will be interesting to you know what is a case study on a road safety. These are the topics we would like to cover in the 45 minutes. Then, see, your city is around about 350 square meters. There is a population of more than 80 lakhs in your area, and the road kilometers are about 1,800 kilometers, and the road intersections is approximately about 27,000, because you can see in your own area of a 1 kilometer, you will see about more than 50 intersections, it may be small or a big or a lane or anything. Because all the roads are, you are taking to the, either be taking a two-wheeler or a bicycle or a motorcycle. If it's a broader road, you will be taking the car also. So there will be more than 280 signals also in the junctions, which can be manned or unmanned also. And majorly during the intersection of the signals or the big roads only, accident take place. And we can very well say that about 37 lakhs of vehicles are there in Kerala every day plying here and there. So just giving the narration of a small city, then every day the registration of a new vehicle is more than 1,500 to 2,000. This is a very lowest number only, but in case of seasons, it increases to more than 5,000 in the 14 districts of Kerala. And in a small district like Malappuram, you can see every day the registration will be more than 1,000, because there is lot of small register office where they are registering, and the highest movement of vehicles are only two-wheelers. Two-wheelers contribute to the 70% of the traffic in Malappuram or Calicut or other parts of the state, and about 20,000, 2,000 private or state buses also will be there in each of the districts. And you can see about 1,600 traffic personnel. There may be traffic department, there may be home guards, there may be civil wardens. Lot of traffic personnel are there also to interact your traffic and help you. Then this is one of the photograph I am sharing of a live scenario in Bangalore in Hebbal Road. You can see how many is the roads and how much lines are there. This is an old picture taken in 2011, but now the Hebbal Road is double of this size. Now you can understand how many will be there. This will be the size of when the roads are getting bigger, more number of cars are coming. You can see hundreds and thousands of cars in a city. And definitely all districts in Kerala also will have the same, even so many roads are being widened, but you can see the vehicles are also increased. Then regarding to the traffic safety, I come to you that always we should have three concepts in our mind. One is considerate, second is courteous, third is care. So what is considerate? So we should have, every time we should have three items in our mind. One is considerate, one is courteous, one is care. Those who want to note down, they can note down also. I'll be going slowly on with the slides. Then, what is considerate? That is, whenever we are driving, you can see that people are coming with the pedestrians are walking on the road. You have to give respect to the pedestrians. Then there may be our cyclists who are going to do it also. And you can see animals also. See, mainly Kerala, you can see dogs or some other cow also, rarely only. And you can see other drivers also driving on the road. So you have to be considerate that towards the pedestrians, cyclists, animals, other drivers also. You will have one cycle, one motorcycle with you, another motorcycle on the behind, on left. Then drive should not be at a threatening speed. You should not threaten the other vehicles on the road. Then blowing horn, that is honking is actually prohibited, because you should not blow horn at a vehicle where they get a frightened. Suppose you are using a car, a small motorcycle is going, you should not do like such that he is getting a fear. Then during the night, you have to see that you are not using the high beam lights and dazzling lights. You can see nowadays the motorcycles are also using a very high beam lights and dazzling lights. You can see in the night when you are going. This is all inviting another kind of accidents. So the considerate is very important for a driver or a road safety volunteer who understand other people are also driving. There may be fault at my end, so I may be a victim of the fault of others also. So I'm going to the next screen. One minute. I don't know. Just 1 minute. I will just continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah. What is now? Especially we have seen the considerate. Now we are going to the courteous. So giving the right hand to the traffic. That is what, whenever you are showing your hand signals or the light signals, you should know why. Before that, you should know you should allow the other vehicles also to go with it. Suppose you want to have a left turn or right turn, you can have a right, it's a motorcycle. Now we have got lights over there, or some people will have a right hand way to the right hand traffic. That is in India, the traffic is always on the we are giving to the way on the right hand, because suppose a one vehicle want to get an overtake, what we will go, we give way to the right side, so that we will go, the driver of the vehicle who is driving will go to the left side, and he will allow the vehicle who is coming on the right to pass it. That is called the give way to the right hand traffic. On right side of your traffic should be allowed to go. Then slow down when the pedestrians are crossing the road. You should not make fast. You know what is a pedestrian's zebra crossing, etc. So I am not going much detail to that. And do not show impatience and threatening gestures. That is, you should not increase your accelerator or any other thing. By that, the other people get. Suppose once a college girl is driving a small scooty, you are having an Enfield bike. You should not make your silencer so big that other people who are driving we should get a threatening. Then always we should have a mindset of help another drivers in distress. Suppose somebody is having a problem in the road, you should have a gesture to at least to help or to guide or to tell what is their need. Suppose somebody is having a puncture and they are stuck up in the road. You should have at least one number with you or where it can be got so that you can share them. Usually nowadays the petrol pumps or other pumps are having the puncture repairing shops there. So all this kind of will help you as a courteous to you for the thing. Now, next is care. So what is care? You know very well. The care word itself is knowing. It is called as safe. How safe you are driving? What is the first thing? Whenever you feel a safe, that means you will not have overspeed. Then you will not take an overtake from the left. But usually in the practical scenario, you know that people are always going 60 plus and people will overtake from left also. Then another thing is your vehicle should be in good condition. That is, always the brake should be checked, air should be checked, there should be enough fuel, all the mechanisms are working, it should be serviced, it should be checked. Of course, people are doing it when they are go for a long drive, but this every day when you see, just see as a drill, everything is okay. Focus on the mirror properly if you are driving the car or a scooter or a bike. Everybody has got a mirror on the left side and right side. So people usually will not see the right side mirror. Usually they see the left side mirror because left is very easy because somebody is coming from the left. So whatever your duty is when you are riding a motorcycle, you should create a habit of seeing the left side mirror and also the right side mirror. Usually I have seen people only seeing the left side mirror. Right side mirror they will see only when they are stopping in a signal. Then follow the lane discipline. So the lane discipline is because we will be safe with our vehicle. The other people will not hit us. Then observe traffic signals. You should always observe the traffic signal. You should not say that I have not seen a traffic signal, I have overridden it. What will happen? Suppose you override it, there may be another vehicle, he will think that the signal is for me and he will have a dash driving to the signal. Drunken driving, the word itself is know very well. I did not explain much on that because you know very well what is drunk and after that driving. Observe parking restriction. Whenever there is a no parking board, don't try to put there. Don't spend your money for paying fines. And parking also is a technique. How you are parking the vehicle. Whether you are parking in a parking lot, whether your vehicle can be taken out in case of any urgent need. So the parking restriction should not be there when you park. Your park gesture of the vehicle, you should be ready to remove the vehicle at any point of time. I have seen in some traffic panic, somebody will already bikes are there. I will put another bike in between, so other people also cannot take it. And the seeing that another people will come and he will see that we are also not taking it. So you should be very careful that we should have a parking discipline in us. Now, what are the causes of accidents? Accidents can be of three factors. One is human factor, or what is human factor? That is we are overriding or doing, we have not seen the vehicle is coming, or we have been looking on a mobile or sending an SMS or a chat. Then mechanical factor, failure of a clutch or a brake, or the chain gets stuck up, or the accelerator is not working, some other thing, or the brake applied is not been reversed. These kind of mechanical factor also come. Then third comes the environmental factor. So what is the environmental factor is that whenever there is a rain you know that the roads are slippery. Then, in case of you are going to Wayanad or some other hilly areas, you may find there will be fog will be there. Suppose you go to Munnar and other places, you can see fog. There may be environment patterns every time. There can be a landslide also. There can be a heavy rains. There can be fog. There the vision will be very. When you are driving in the northern states during October and November, you may not be able to drive because the fogs will be there about 5 to 6 hours, because we are going near the Nepal, Himalayas. You can find fog like you cannot see anything. Even with the fog light, you cannot see. The environmental factors are not that much in Kerala, but when you go to the northern side, suppose you are interested in a bike riders club, the riders club will be taking up to Kashmir or up to Nepal by drive. So you'll be finding a lot of environmental factors which are offsetting it. Now I'm going to the next slide. I think it's okay. So human factors are about 85%. 85 to 8% are the human factors. Other things are very less only, 15%. There is some overlapping. We'll just avoid it. There's only human factors are 85 to 75 to 80%. So what are the human factors? So we can say excessive speed, that is over speed. Then following closely behind another vehicle. Suppose there is one vehicle going on. I just go behind that vehicle. We do not know when the other vehicle get a stop or the other vehicle take a deviation also. Then the third item is overtaking dangerously. How do you overtake? That is, we don't know the vehicle which is going flying before you is going to increase the speed. I don't know, but I want to overtake. So it becomes an overtaking. Then drunk driving. They already you know what it is. Jumping at traffic signals. We know very well the green is going to finish and the red is going to come. But nowadays there are seconds, meters on all the traffic signals. It will have 60, 59, 58, 57, yeah, 30, 29, 28, 27, like that. The second signals are also displayed to avoid jumping up traffic signals. But sometimes it is tempted for you to jump a traffic signal. The other person on the other side has some urgency. He will immediately take his bike such a speed that it will hit you. So jumping should not be done at any cost. Then failure to give indication of stop and turn. This is very important when you are doing in the rural driving in the Malappuram area or Calicut area. Like you should give a signal. And another thing, that people are nowadays very aware of the traffic signals. You know where you are turned. But if you don't put the signal, the other person will not be able to know. Even there is nobody on the road also, you should cultivate the habit of putting signals, that is stop, turn. Stop means you practically stop your vehicle, see left and right, then turn. Then line cutting, you know very well, I have already told you that obey line. The line cutting means you are cutting the line. Then driving under fatigue and drowsiness, that is, you have already been wake up in the night, you have not slept properly, but early morning you are taking a bike to go to the railway station to pick up somebody. So you may be having some drowsiness. What will happen? Drowsiness, our vision will not be complete. We may invite unwanted disturbances for us. There can be an obstacle in our vision. Then casual attitude. Whenever you take a bike, you should not have a casual attitude. You are taking a mechanical item with you, whether air is there, whether wheels are balanced, the brake applied is correct, there's enough fuel is there. All the things you should have when you are going somewhere. Just check it. In a 1 second only it will take to check then the attitude should be that it is my vehicle. Usually I have seen when you buy a new vehicle, you will have a very big attitude. That is, you will always feel that it's my vehicle, air is there. 10 times you will check the vehicle, you will see the petrols are there. When the vehicle gets old and old, the interest gets less. Next is no proper sleep and nightmare. You should not drive when you don't have any proper sleep. Then impaired judgment, worrying, hasty decisions, and restlessness. You know very well you have to reach the railway station. You should not have an overspeed that I will, there's a 10 minutes ride to the railway station. No, I will ride in 5 minutes and go. This kind of impaired judgment or which make worries that already people are arrived in the railway station, I have to pick up. That hasty decisions or restlessness, all these things you should avoid. And very well, you know, smoking while driving is not good. Smoking is not good for health also. You know very well. And driving, you should not do it. Quarrel someone for misbehaving. That is, while driving, we may get acquainted with a lot of other vehicles on the road. There may be a chances of for our opportunity to raise a voice against him. Then when you raise a voice against him, he will also raise a voice against him. You can see in so many places it happens, but try to avoid this kind of things because this will harm you as well as your vehicle. Driving dangerously and recklessly. The two words are known to you. I need not explain about that. That is, you should not give an image that you are driving. Other people should be away from the road. Playing, gambling in the parking areas. And this is not in Kerala, but in North India, we may see these kind of things in the parking areas. I think I can go to the next slide. Next slide is only about some accident pictures which I have seen that the school bus has been hit and damaged like anything. You can know the driver's incapacity to control the vehicle, or he may have a sleepless night. He has come with a not properly taking care of his health. Both are about school buses only. So this has both are the pictures which has happened in not in Kerala but in Karnataka. Now this is the you can see every time in the Maruti van where you can take only about 5 or 6 children. You may see that more than 20 children are taking. So this is a very unsafe method of transportation. So you can see the traffic warden is telling them that they should not be conducted, but people are doing it. It's a very bad practice. Then you can see in this picture when you are drunk, how many steerings you are seeing. You may see about a dozen of steerings because your vision is not correct. Then how many clutch change of gears you can see. You are getting 3 gears. Then on your face itself you can see your eyes are up. You have got 2 noses, 4 eyes, 2 lips. These all things are the causes which you have you while drinking. This is only a picturization of what is in you will be having when you have a small drink and a small drive. Then we are going to the next session of the mandatory signals. See, of course, I not explain to you all the signals because you know that first one is there is a cart area. Nowadays, you don't find any kind of bullock carts here, but in North India and other places, you will see in Tamil Nadu also. Then the second signal is that is only is a one side traffic allowed. Other one is a no entry, nobody can go. Other is one you cannot take overtaking, no left turn, no U-turn, no heavy vehicles. Other blue signals are the indicators that these are the things which is there. So usually red signals give a warning message to you. Blue signals give you the directions. The speed limit is not there, speed limit over, other signals. The most of signals you may be also knowing because you may be seeing it in your roadside also. This is the signals. So I will go to the next signals. What are cautionary signals? So what is the cautionary difference? Well, it gives a caution. It gives an awareness that you can see the down level crossing is there. This you might have seen in almost all the places because there is a grill of that. There may be also a engine picture. That is, it has got a, there is a level crossing without a gate. The level crossing with a gate will have a gate picture where there is no unmanned railway gate. You will only see a picture of the engine. Then you can see the school area, then pedestrian crossing, then car having breakdown there. These are the three signals. So you should know these kind of cautionary signals which gives caution. There may be other signals also which will be coming to us. So I am going to the next slide. Then these are the informatory signals. So what is informatory signals? That is, it gives the information. That is, when you are reaching a nearing Calicut, they will say from Malappuram or Farooq, they will say this much road, this road leads to the your medical college, or this road goes to the Ramnathkara. Like that, here also we have seen this called for informatory signals. This we can see nowadays on the highways and parking areas. No through roadside there. This is the end of the road is there. Then restaurant signals. Then you can see the stop where there is no road after that. So these are the signals which you can see every day on the road. You should try to understand what it is. Now, next. These are the things which you already know it. I need not explain to you because you are already a road and safety club members and volunteers. Seat belts. What is seat belts? Seat belts are the belts which gives a safe our lives. The very must, and not only when you are going in an air or in an aeroplane, you wear a seat belt. Nowadays, very much when you are wearing and going in a travel car with the back or on the front, because all the vehicles are provided with seat belts on the front. The pillion drivers, pillion driver also on the cars, because we have got three belts in the back side of the car. Front, you have got a driver, then the co-passenger or the navigator also has got it. So in the car, the driver will have a seat belt, then the navigator or the co-passenger also will have a seat belt. On the back side, there will be three seat belts. So suppose you are having a small baby of your family to be gone. What will, whether you cannot put a seat belt for that. So for that, you are be getting a baby seats available, which is tied to the baby seats. So whenever you take a, you should be very careful. Suppose India and in Kerala, it's not a must that whenever you take a baby, you should have the baby seats with you. But in foreign countries, you cannot take a baby without a baby seat, which has got all these seat belts and everything. Suppose your car always will have a seat of the baby with you. It is like a cradle fitted to your car and you can use it. Suppose it's a baby going to a kindergarten. You cannot put our seat belt because it will not tie to her. So it requires a special gadget. So that is available. Now, next. Why seat belts? Why should you have a seat belt? Because the risk of life or injury can be reduced at least by 40%. You wear a seat belt, the reduce will be less than 40%. Then we are told about environment factors. So what were the environment factors? We are coming again. That is dry slow when there is a rain or a fog. Due to heavy breeze, there may be a storm. You cannot drive but these kind of things are not available in Kerala. Heavy rains like which have been in northern India where I've been there, and fogs also I was in North India for some time. I know about the heavy breeze because during that breeze, even your bike will fly away. Then slippery roads, then crossing riverbed, that also is not there. We don't have in Kerala, but it can happen during the floods, because during the floods, you may try to take your bike or a car there, which will lead to another problem. Then driving, sunset, sunrise. That also is there. But in Kerala, we don't have that much problem because in here, Kerala, sunrise is at around 6 a.m. or 5:45. Sunset also there. But in North India, the sunrise will be much earlier. In during the month of May and etc., the sunrise will be at 4 a.m. and sun sets at 4 p.m. Then night driving. These are the environmental patterns where you should be very careful. Now we are going to the usual signal. So I don't want to explain anything. You can see from the picture itself the signal lights. So what is the importance of signal lights? Now addition to this signal lights, now we have got seconds meter also there. That is whenever a red is coming, there will be another second meter. It will show that when the green is going to come. So red, amber, green. This thing I am showing just for information only, because now this is you can see from this that all are stopped in the signal. You can see the red over here. In the red signal, the bike man, the school children has to reach safely. Here it is a green signal. The car is coming. He is trying to bypass the signal. So this will be causing a cause of accident to you. Then this is actually a real method of the crossing the zebra line. Though no vehicle should be there, you can see a traffic warden also there. This is a zebra crossing. Now you can see how much traffic warden is helping you to stop the vehicle during the signals, and you are not supposed to cross the pedestrian crossing. But in Kerala, you can see we stop our car after the pedestrian crossing, after the zebra crossing. So this is not a must. This will invite. This is a place. This is photos of the Bangalore only corporation area, where you can see a lot of vehicles passing here and there near the railway station. Now, this is a monitoring session of the traffic police in almost all the districts, all the district headquarters. There will be a lot of TVs where cameras are kept. All the cameras will be working. Don't have the image that you don't feel that cameras are not working. Yes, the cameras are working. In all places, the cameras are working in Kerala, and it is monitored. But they may not fine you when you go there, because they have a random check of the happenings. So you can see all the people are watching. Each people will be watching a particular spot from the different angles. Suppose one camera is there, it will have a 4 to 5, 6 angles in a junction. So it can be easily, one camera can, a long distance camera can cover up to the line of sight. That is, the camera can watch just like a bird's eye view. That is, the camera which is kept in a very top one can have a bird eye view. That is, even it can detect the cameras. When a picture is got, they will expand it, and they can even read the who is traveling on that, everything. This is the live of the traffic control room in, and this is the another thing. Why you can see when the helmet is not there, your head can be injured. These are the cases. You can see 2-3 bikes collision, but none of them has put the helmets. The people are suffering. See, choice is yours. Protect your head or your hairstyle. Some people are telling, my hair will go off, I will not use the helmet. You can have some cotton cap or something which will help you do it, but see that your hair can come at any time, but head should be there. Helmet driving can turn a hero into a zero. So an idea can save your life, but use the bright colored helmets. Yellow, orange, red colors are ideal. Always fix the chin strap, otherwise no use. See, some people keep the helmet as a cap. There is no use. When hit, the helmet will go somewhere. Now, this is the hand signals, but there is no importance now. Now people are having the electronic signals. But for your information, I am telling how the right signals are shown. Left hand, stop. This may be you are be using for the when you get a driving license. these signals will maybe asked as a question. I think I can go to the next slide. Right turn, left turn, stop turn. Use indicators for right hand for signals. Now, this was a small demo and we are done in our Bangalore for the kids in the classes of first standard. So all students were asked to make some models and bring it. So one of the students in that school has made a small bus like this thing and showing that it was an ambulance. I be a hero, not a villain. Make way when you hear a siren. It may be this is an ambulance he has made to during our National Road Safety Week. There was a demo there, so this child has brought this novel idea of this. This is the 108 emergency ambulance. You can see a lot of facilities are there in the 108. You have a patient care, patients can travel, doctor can sit, a nurse can sit. There are all other apparatus are there. There is a monitor there. It's a 108 emergency ambulance are fully fledged like any other hospital ambulance, not like the ordinary ambulance where it does not have a life-saving emergency. It has got a oxygen also in that. So this is whenever you need something, you should call 108 so that the 108 emergency ambulance will have a doctor or a qualified nurse in that, so that it will be helpful to giving a first aid to them. Now, what is missing in this? Everybody knows what is missing. His head is there, but there is no helmet. So helmet is a must in the two-wheelers. Now, mandatory for all vehicles and riders and drivers. So what is the mandatory things? Whenever you are having a vehicle, you should have a proper driving license. So what is meant by proper driving license? Your driving license should have your details correctly, your name, address, and the driving license should be not like the film. Probably you might have seen a film in Malayalam by Vedavyasa, driving license. So what is the problem in the driving license film? Because the Vedavyasa did not have the renewed driving license in his hand. So the driving license should be a valid one. Then keep a valid of insurance papers, registration, and emission. Emission means that your smoke, how much emission is done, whether it is in conformity with the regulations of the authority. Then fitness certificate is not required, but it is required in case of school vehicles and college vehicles, public vehicles. It requires a fitness certificate. Always keep a helpline numbers with you and your personal contact numbers on a paper or anything in the vehicle, because your mobile will not be helpful to us during an accident, because you may have a different codes to open the mobile. I just tell you, it happened when I was in Bombay. There is an accident occurred in the Hirachand Marg. One girl was driving a scooty. Suddenly she had an accident. There was a mobile with that. We will try to find out her number, whom she has contacted last. So the mobile had a lot of big patterns which nobody was at unlock. But police finally took it to their cyber cell and opened after half an hour. Then only we were able to find out contact her. So at least you have somewhere some sticker or anything or some other paper inside the vehicle where your number can be contacted in case of a need. And keep a water bottle with you whenever you are going also, and a first aid kit also. These all are a must, because it is not for you. The water bottle, drinking water is not for you. It may be for some other person. And a first aid kit also can be not for you. It can be helpful to other people also. This is only our mandatory vehicles. Where in a car you can keep all these things very neatly, and because usually they got to keep it. But nowadays in the auto rickshaws and others also people are keeping. Now we are coming to the COVID-19. Now you know very well that COVID-19 is what is the impact on our road safety club and COVID-19. Yes, there is a good connection between the road safety and the COVID-19 because drive safe, happy family. That is the motto of our National Road Safety Organization. We always say you drive safe because the family should be happy. So one is wear face guard and mask. You know very well. I not tell you. Last 3 months we are only getting this kind of messages every now and then on the screen, even from our chief minister. Keep bio-clean of the vehicle. What is meant by bio-clean of the vehicle? Every day when you are taking out the vehicle, see that there is no having dust. Then മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയുന്ന പോലെ മാറാമ്പല് അതുപോലെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെലന്തി വലകൾ ബൈക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് 3 മാസമായിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ബൈക്കിലൊന്നും ചെലന്തി വലകളോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും മാറാമ്പലോ ഒന്നും വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന വണ്ടി എടുത്ത് വേഗം തുടച്ചിട്ട് പുറത്ത് ഓടിക്കാൻ പോകാൻ പാടില്ല. Because it should have a bio-clean apple. So you have some Dettol or something while pouring in the bucket, you clean with everything. Keep vehicle very clean because it should not contaminate you. Then clean helmets daily. Whenever you are going to the COVID-19, helmet should be cleaned with Dettol or some other spray and clean everything. It's a very old helmet, throw it away, buy a new one because they should not attract COVID-19. Then whenever going out, be sure that you always use ironed pressed dress only because we have seen that ironed pressed dress and casual dress attracts the ironed pressed dress will not have any kind of bacteria in that. Then helmet face guard bio-clean. That is helmet face guard also you should have a Dettol washing every time when you are going out. Then check air pressure on every trip because if the air is not there, then you are having another problem also of the vehicle. I think I can go to the next screen. Then during the COVID-19, how the traffic police is viewing you, from where they are seeing. I already shown a picture to you. Police are using digital monitoring. That is, each police stations are now well equipped with drones and other things, and even the monitoring of the cameras. And don't feel that cameras are not working. I am sure all the cameras are working in all the districts and they are monitoring to the police hub. There is a hub where all the cameras are connected. They are doing it. Even digital fine. Suppose you are being caught, the digital fine comes. What is that? Your picture will come with you along with the email to you saying that you have been charged for going over speed or not putting seat belt also. The new cameras have got such a big thing that if you don't wear seat belt, it will show. Then fine for COVID-19 rules breaking. That is, you know very well what is COVID-19 rules without wearing a mask. Then fine for traffic rules breaking. You know very well. We have been explained about what all the traffic rules and how it is being broken, and you are attracted to fine also. Now, how will you know about COVID-19? So, what I am telling is, you should have either I don't know whether you have seen the Arogya Setu app. Everybody has got a mobile with you. You see the app. This is the Arogya Setu app where it is mentioned that whenever you download and give the things, it will be told as you are safe. That is, this Arogya Setu app can be downloaded. You can see from the picture there is an area where you have your status, media, COVID update, e-pass, then you are safe, things to next, so 500 meters, 1 kilometer, 2 meter, 5 meter, 10 meters. Then all the details are there. So how to be done it? So this you should be downloading from the Google app. After downloading this Arogya app should be downloaded. Then in the app you have to do you're adding your name and location. Then there is a column for the self-assessment also. So self-assessment will help you to.
नहीं तो आवाज कैसे आ रहा है? स्टार्ट नहीं है तो आवाज कैसे आ रहा है?
Hello. So we are telling about the Arogya Setu app. Madam, you are hearing me, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hearing, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here in the Arogya Setu, you can see call helpline, assess again. All these things are there in the app. So what you have to do is you have download it, simply add your name, age, and location. And every week you can have the self-assessment also and symptoms also. What are the symptoms? Usually the symptoms are the fever. How will you know fever? When the body has got a temperature, you know. Cough, you know very well. Then breathing difficulty. You got any breathing difficulty? Then loss of smell and taste. So which of the COVID symptoms first will come to you? Can anybody tell which of the symptoms? Whether fever will come first, cough will come, or breathing difficulty, or loss of smell. So according to me, I will tell that loss of smell you can every day detect even you are using a lemon or a listen or anything. You should smell everything. You are able to smell every day because the smell, loss of smell is the first indicator of a thing that you are going to, your loss of smell will indicate you whether you are going to COVID-19 or not. So every day you have a lemon tea, just like Suleimani or something, and see that lemon is smell, or a white onion, or the velatulli, adum smelliya, and anything, Dettol or anything, whatever you use every day, you have a smell, or even a good biryani also is okay. So fever, everything we know very well when the temperature, it will take time. But the smelling aspect is important in every day. Every day try to have a lime tea or so that you will have the smell that I am having, the loss of smell is not there. Then the diabetes patients, having BP patients, lungs disorders, heart problems, kidney problems. These are the things are there of the old people also. They have to be taken very care of. And all these things, the assessment of the Arogya Sedu, when you do a self-assessment, they will be asking all these questions in that. Then there will be route map of the self. You might have seen in the everyday TV also, route maps are told. So what is that? It's a travel diary of within a month to 45 days. Then whether you consult a hospital or a doctor. If there is no symptom, it's called low risk. Then you are safe, that board will come. Then after you self-assess, if you are safe, that you are safe will come. And there are locations also around your area. How much area people are having the COVID-19 in 10 kilometers. You click, then you will have the areas of the 19. How many people are using this app? How many people are tested positive? How many people are having the COVID also? Then 5 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer, 500 meters. These all things are in the app. You have to click and do it at least once in a week. You can see. So I have clicked that 10 kilometers. And you can see the red it has come. 21 Arogya Setu users diagnosed COVID-19 in the last 28 days. So this numbers will change every week or every day also, because when they get cured. So this app is very important for a road safety volunteer, because this also is required by you to prevent yourself from the any kind of thing. This is the assessment again. This is the calling helpline. Then there are COVID update. When you click it, you will get the full statistics of the state and also the India, everything. And your status also it will come. You are safe. That is when you are having lower risk, it will say. Then there are helpline numbers in the app, and code update you can get it of the India and the state. Social distancing, avoid crowd, self-assess weekly. I told you how to assess. Face shield, face mask, sanitizer use, be a COVID-19 warrior. What is meant by COVID-19 warrior? Means to guide other people also that they should do it. See, people are putting a lot of radiation in the TV and etc. That does not mean. As a volunteer of the college, you should also try to explain other people. People may laugh that you are telling, but it's very must. Then we are going to our next session about the accident. So what is an accident? When we hit at another vehicle. whether it can be a cycle, a motorcycle to a car, or to an auto rickshaw, or to a car, or car to a lorry or a tipper. Anything can happen. So, who will have the first case? That is the driver who is hitting the case will have the case against him. So, what all the sections the Motor Vehicle Act will help you to know what is the sections imposed on it. Section 279 says serious injury. When you are hitting, you are riding a motorcycle or hitting a cycle fellow. The cycle fellow is getting a very serious injury. So what will happen? Will be post the police FIR will have a say section 279 will be imposed on it, and they will see how speed you are coming. Then what will happen? You have a 3338, that is rash driving also. So then another thing is 304. 304 means you came accidentally to that spot. The other fellow also came without knowing that you are coming. So you are hit. That is called non-intentional. There may be intentional also. Intentional means we want to have harm somebody. So that section is called 302. So when you are charged with FIR, these cases are taken to the either first class magistrate or the second class magistrate court, where it is the cases are applied by the police department, and you will be getting a summons at your address, and you have to go there. So whether these cases are have any harmful to our road safety club members, because we are all youth people have any problem or not. So where accident harm an individual. So what is the thing? Where you are applying for a passport, when you are applying for a passport, any kind of petty cases, it will be shown as that passport will be delayed. So even a section case of a 290, that is a non-helmet wearing, some smoking in an unauthorized area, or crossing a line, or small petty cases also will be counted for non-issue of a passport. So we should be very careful that we don't enter into any cases of a small petty case also. Try to avoid registering a case against you. Whatever you want to solve, you can solve. Don't try to have a case against you, because from passport to a good career also can affect you by this small kind of cases of the accidents. Now, this is a case study. We are coming to the case study. A youth has got, which just completed 18 years, has got a license of light motor vehicle license he is having, and he is driving his father's car. So he was driving the father's car, then he saw suddenly a new Enfield motorcycle passing by very fast in the MG road. So they were going after taking delivery from the showroom. So the motorcycle also was driven by a youth, does not have any license at all. And there was a pillion driver also there. So the car collided with the motorcycle, and after that the car hit another vehicle which was parked there, and the motorcycle driver has got a very good injury, and also the pillion also was there. So what will be doing in such cases? When you may be a driver, you may be a pillion also. So nobody will be happy to have an accident. As a road safety volunteer, what will you do it now? You are seeing an accident as an observer. A person is coming with a car, suddenly a new motorcycle. He does not have a license also. The pillion driver also having a license. They are taking delivery and coming from them. So what you should do it? First of all, the persons who are injured to be taken to the nearest government hospital or any private hospital approved for accident case. So even you can call for a 108 service, the ambulance also. As a volunteer, you can do it. And first aid is immediate. So you cannot give a first aid. So 108 service ambulance can give a first aid to the all the people who are injured. And hospital to report the police station. That is, every hospital, whether it is a government hospital or an approved hospital or a private hospital, has got a police station link. That is, in which area the hospital is there, they will report all the cases immediately to the police station. There may be also police people also inside the hospital also, but other than that also they will be sending by a format to the police station. Don't think that one person will be writing a book and sending. No. Nowadays everything is goes by digitally. That is by email or a format. The hospital will report immediately all the details. Then police will contact you about that. Then they will be charging the first information report is called FIR of the accident. The accident usually when you take a person to the hospital, within seconds, the doctor will come and say they will bandage everything. Then immediately this word will come. They will say multi-organs failure. You are suspecting multi-organs failure. That is, we don't know what all organs will fail. We expect a multi-organs failure. Immediately the person who was walking from the accident spot will be admitted to the ICU. This is what happening. So we should be very much careful that any kind of injury should not come to the body. Physically, you cannot see any injury outside, but there can be inside also. Then documents asked by police when you are driving. The driving license valid. I already explained to you what is a driving license, valid driving license. Then vehicle's insurance is valid. Then your Aadhaar card identity. These all things they will take. Whether the case charged or not. Suppose there is only a small case. You may not be interested to go for a case. But the other party will say, no, I will have a case. I will go to the police. Then there also there are chances for you to avoid the FIR. You can talk to the police people and tell them that I don't want to enter a case. We will have a what are the damage thing, I will rectify and give them. Police will not say that the case should be registered. No. They are interested that both the people should be safe without any problem. Then in some cases of the major accidents, there may be some advocates in the government hospital or the private hospital. They will immediately jump upon the victim and they will come to the victim, say, no problem, all expenses, advocate and they will pay all your expenses and we will have a claim. Then the claim, we will take the expenses. There is always an advocate intervention also in the hospitals. When you go there, when you are a serious victim, people will see that this particular case can want about 1 crore. Then the advocate will spend money and require you. Then they will file a suit against the. So then, if there is a minor, what is a minor? Those who are not attained the age of 18 and have no license. If an accident occurs, what will be happening? There is a heavy penalty in the case of minor driving or without license, they will be having the penalty of the accident. So we should be very careful. It will go up to the imprisonment also. Now, next time I am telling you about another accident. A tipper hits my car. What is a tipper? It's a lorry. So I am traveling from hospital to my home. I went to see a patient in the hospital, and after that I am returning to my home. At a very small speed I am coming, and I found through my rear view mirror that one lorry is coming to me with high speed. So I thought that the lorry is going to overtake me. I kept my vehicle also side. The next immediately was a next junction of four-way signal. So what I did was I just take to the left side of the lane and I parked there. Then also I am seeing through my rear view that tipper lorry is coming in a fast. And what has happened? The tipper has hit at back of my Swift car. That is, the tipper damaged my car. So what will happen? Suppose an external force hits your car, even it is in a brake position also, it will go to an extent. So what I did, my car went little front and hit the other car, and the other car, it was the front, it hit about 10 vehicles on the road. Then when I saw, I came out of the car, I found my dicky is fully damaged. Dicky has gone inside up to the driver, the glasses are broken, and the back side is fully damaged. In these cases, what will you do? You can show during the four-way junctions, there will be always a police or some patrolling team there. They will immediately come to you, yes, go and report to the particular station of this area. We may go there, and what we will see, then we will go there and we will talk to them, and we will say that these following things have happened. The lorry also will come there. So it came there, we discussed each other. Colleague was telling that you have to leave your job, or you have to go to the court case. It will take more time, whether you want to raise the FIR or you want to clear the damages, what do you want to do. So mostly what will you do? You want to get rid of the police mechanism. You don't want to have the action mechanism running in your house. What you will say, let it be solved by paying money or anything. I am not telling, you will get an insurance also and everything. You can file a case, then you can file the insurance also. Suppose the car is new one, you will get a good amount. The car is old one, the insurance claim will be less than whatever you get. So these cases has to be, you can call an advocate also at these points, and you can get a good clear opinion whether it's better to file an FIR or if it is better to file a insurance claim, everything. So these things will help you to understand a scenario of what will happen to you. Now, next one, we are going to have I think you can read Malayalam. If you are not able to read Malayalam, I will explain in English. There is sound of hit and run. You are hearing a sound of an accident and the vehicle without stopping going. This is a real case which has happened. All the cases which I have told are real cases. And here there is a Parvati college student. Her experience only we are telling. She was studying in his house around about 10 o'clock, and suddenly she heard a big sound of an accident sitting in her study room. So she thought that some vehicle has hit another vehicle. So after that, the sound, she didn't hear anything. It was raining heavily during that night. It was around 10 p.m. in the night. So Parvati and her mother was alone in the house. So Parvati had told her mother that I want to go see the sea down, because their house was somewhat elevated from the road. The road was down, but there somewhat a small hill type, not a hill. It was an elevated place, her house. So she has to come down and see what has happened in the road. She told her mother they will go there, and she took an umbrella with her mother. With her mobile, she came there. When she was, I think you have read it also in Malayalam. I don't think I should explain everything. So with her mother, she walked down. Then, as I told you, her house was in the little top of the small hill, little away from the house. And she also told her mother, let us go and see what has happened over there and come back. I think I can go to the next slide. So from the accident spot, somebody was telling, there is a light in that house, somebody is coming from there. So she was having her mobile on with the torch light. So she was asked, without her reaching the spot, somebody from the accident spot is telling, here there is no accident has happened, you go home, he was telling. Then while she was putting her torch on the road, she saw someone's bag was lying there. And these people who had told her not to come, they were trying to take out something what was lying in the road of the victim. That is, whenever you see there are some people trying to benefit of the accident spot by taking or something. Then she noticed again. Then she saw an old bike was lying there near the gutter, and she saw one person also lying there with full of blood. Then she saw his leg was away from the thigh. That is, the person who was done had a very good bleeding and done. So what she has done, this actual case happened in last year, and she immediately, suppose you are in that area, this is the scene, what will be your action? This is a case study, the real case study also. So what next? He immediately contacted 100, the police control room from the accident spot, and she told there is a person with an accident. Then police came with an ambulance immediately, and I have to appreciate the police sub-inspector and the team of the station in that particular village. They came at 10 o'clock immediately and took him to the general hospital, gave all the first aid. Next day, Parvati contacted the family members in the hospital. It was very pathetic to know the person who has been a victim of the accident, they were not able to trace which vehicle has come and hit and gone because of the heavy rains. But his life was saved because of this Parvati and her mother's support. So usually whenever he hear a sum, he will not go to the spot. She was a college student doing a second year degree in one of the colleges here. And the effort of any person, because you should have a effort or a service mind in your mind, there is help somebody. See, being a girl also, she were able to do it. And we had a talk with her also, and she told that accidents used to occur in the roads. But when I heard, I was studying, I know that something is happening. But when we went near to the accident spot, the people were trying to take something from his pocket of the accident man, whether anything is there, gold or cash or something. But she immediately contacted the police, and they were able to see the life was saved. Now, this is the Parvati's photo I'm just sharing. And who want to so much detail, they can log into our Facebook page, facebook.com /NRSO Kerala, where the full story has been narrated. Then this is one of the activities Madam has told about that I'm director of IARK, Institute of Amateur Radio in Kerala. That is high frequency, very high frequency, ultra high frequency. This is my radio station at my place, where you can see me also there. Then next is satellite radio. I am having a satellite radio also station here, where I used to work different countries with the satellite dish. You can see a very big dish on the top of our house, where we are communicating with the amateur geostationary satellite Israel 2QO100. This satellite we are working through that communications. This is the satellite ground station, where we are getting the satellite signal and all audio signals also on the digital modes. It's only for information. So thank you everybody for the behalf of the college, and also myself for who are joined, and those who want to join as a road safety organization volunteer, they can register through our organization also. So this is my information, where you want to send an email or a WhatsApp. 94474348822 is my number on mobile, and also WhatsApp. The email ID is nrsforkerala@gmail.com, and for ham radio, Institute of Amateur Radio, and emergency network, VVIT@gmail.com. This is the thing. So I thank everybody for the today's this thing, and very much happy to have you today. And I thank Suji and also Madam Nimi for the information. So that is today's topic, and any other doubt or anything, questions you can answer me. I'll just stand by. Over to Dr. Nimi. Over.
Thank you, sir. It was a wonderful section and it was very much informative. So now the session is open for discussion. If anybody is having any doubts, they can type on the chat box, or it can be through your audio. Suji sir, please take over the session.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Participants, if you have any doubts, you can send through the chat box, or you can unmute the audio and you can ask the questions. Any questions related to the road safety or anything. Okay, so there is no question or no doubt, I think. Nobody have asked any question.
Later also, and you can tell me, no problem.
Okay, sir.
So I invite Mr. Suji Kumar, Associate Professor, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I thank our management for supporting to conduct this program. Next, I thank our speaker, Mr. Subramanian sir, for a wonderful section, sir, for spending your valuable time with us. It's a nice section, very informative. Thank you so much. Next, I thank our principal, ma'am, Dr. Sangeeta, the backbone of Vedavyasa Institute of Technology. If you ask ask permission to conduct any program, suddenly she will give the permission to conduct the program. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I thank our Vice Principal Kavita, ma'am, for their support. And I thank our Science and Humanities HOD, Dr. Nimi, ma'am, to initiate this program.